Iraqi Jews welcome the New Year with many traditions that are distinct to their community, and these traditions changed over time. On the eve of Rosh Hashanah, some would go to synagogue while others would head straight to a family gathering. Those at synagogue might hear Little Sister, a prayer sung in the Iraqi and some other Middle Eastern communities about the suffering in exile. Before the meal on the eve of Rosh Hashanah, the Seder begins with prayers and eating of several symbolic foods, including dates, beets, black-eyed beans or string beans, pumpkin or zucchini, pomegranate seeds, and a small cooked piece of a sheep's head or fish head, which is not eaten. Each food has its own specific meaning. The Arabic word for some items is related to the prayer said about it. For example, they eat string beans, in Arabic, rubiya, to ask God that their merits increase because the word rubiya sounds like yirbu, meaning to increase. Other foods are more symbolic. For example, Iraqis ask that they may be as full of mitzvot as the pomegranate is full of seeds, and include the head of the sheep in hoping that they may be the head and not the tail. Instead of apples and honey, some Iraqis would eat apples soaked in rosewater and cardamom instead, and others would make sure not to eat anything salty, sour, or spicy to ensure a sweet New Year. Some Jews would wake up early and avoid sleeping during the day to make sure that luck did not sleep on them during the year. The early part of Rosh Hashanah was spent at the synagogue, hearing the traditional Iraqi prayers. Men dressed entirely in white, even the shoes, to hear the sound of the shofar. The Jews of Iraq used a special type of shofar called a Bavli shofar. They are unfinished, cut to the hollow part, and make a deep, low sound. After synagogue, and in the days that followed, were such a busy time for Iraqi Jews. They partook in the tradition of visiting one's friends and hosting each other to celebrate the new year. Jews would dress to the nines in white and go to as many as 30 different households, as well as making time to welcome those friends for a visit. These Rosh Hashanah traditions continue in many homes and synagogues around the world today, and will carry on for many generations to come.